Hi everyone, today I'm going to tell you chapter 11. Let's start now. The dogs kept howling and barking at me. Then a man's voice called out from behind a window. Who's there? It's me, I answered. Who's me? Asked the voice again. George Jackson, sir, I said. Why are you prowling around at this time of night, huh? The man asked again. I fell over a steamboat, sir, and I had swum here. And I had to swim to shore, and I want to get past this house, but the dogs won't let me, I said, making up a story in my mind. Look here, if you're telling the truth, you don't need to be afraid, said the man again. Then he called, Bob and Tom, wake up and fetch the guns. Then he called out to me again, Do you know the Shepherdsons? No, sir, I've never heard of them, I replied. Well then, walk forward slowly and push the door open, just enough to squeeze in. I did just that, and when I got inside the house, I saw 3 men with guns pointing at me. One looks old, about 60. The other 2 were a lot younger. Behind them were 3 ladies, an old lady and 2 young ladies. The old lady saw that I was dripping wet, and she said to a black servant. That house had a lot of black servants. The lady said to a black servant, Go and get this boy some dry clothes, and wake up Buck too. A boy about 13, my age, came down a little while later. He was rubbing his eyes. He took me up to his room and I changed into his clothes. Then he told me about a rabbit he had caught in the woods. After that, he said, Do you know where Moses was in the dark? Do you know where Moses was at night? No, I said. How can I know if I've never heard of Moses? He was in the dark, replied Buck, grinning. If you knew that, why did you ask me? It was a riddle, said Buck. Then we went down for supper. The next morning, we went out into the woods. I went out into the woods with Buck. Buck had his gun. We were walking for a while. Then we heard horse hooves. Quick, hid behind that tree, Buck whispered to me. We hid behind the tree, and soon I saw a handsome young man riding a horse. He was carrying a gun too. I found out that his last name was his first name was Shepherson. The family I'm staying with is called the Granger Falls. Then Buck fired his gun right beside my ear. It whizzed by. It whizzed past Honey's head. The man who was riding the horse was called Honey. His head flew up because of the bullet. Then Buck and I ran home as fast as we could. The old man scolded Buck for shooting behind the tree. But that's what the Shepherdsons do, Buck said. Then Buck and I went up to his room. I asked him why he had shot at that man. Why he had to shoot at that man. What had he ever done to you? I asked. Nothing, Buck replied. Well, if he had done nothing to you, then why did you shoot him? I asked. Well, then Buck told me there was a feud between the two families. I've never heard of this word before, so Buck explained it to me. First, one man and two men in a family. One man in one family and the other man in another family got into a fight. Then the first man shot the second man. Then the dead man's brother shot the first man. And then all the brothers and cousins got into a fight. This feud had started for more than 30 years ago, but no one remembered who had started it or what it was about. But the feud went on. That's all for today. If you want to know what Huckleberry Finn did, wait till tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. See you next day.